The theme in this garden is clearance, free, or gifted from a friend or a neighbor. I am creating the garden of my dreams.
I woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic.
Hey YouTube family, Wagwan. It is August already, which means it's time for another garden tour. Can't believe it's August. Cannot believe it's August. So it's time for us to do our monthly garden tour. For this garden tour, we're doing the entire tour of my backyard, which includes most of my flower garden and a little bit of my raised bed garden. I see a little bit only because the raised bed garden, I do a separate tour, a whole separate video, another video right after this one, where I go over my raised bed garden in details. So this video, we're just gonna run through the raised bed garden, run through it real quick, but I'm not gonna go through it in details because that's gonna be a separate video on its own. This is just a quick breakdown of how the garden is going so far. I like to do these videos because this garden is built from scratch. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. Hope you stick around. Hope you like it here and hit that like button. But this garden is brand new. I started building it about 2-3 years ago. I moved here from New York City to Ohio. And when I came here, it was mostly grass and weeds back here. And over time, with laying down cardboard and a lot of mulch and planting a lot of clearance plants and free plants, I'm able to build up the garden, and it's slowly. It is becoming the garden of my dreams, y'all, all right? Don't play with my garden. Don't play, because me and my garden, we're locked in. I am creating the garden of my dreams. So with all that said, let me show you what's growing in the month of August and how it's looking so far. Let's go. As usual, to start off this garden tour, I'm going to start in the same spot that I always start each month, which is right here. And I'm going to do a quick span or pan with a word name, pan or span. I think a pan with a P, right? A quick pan of the garden to show you how it looked, how it is looking right now in August. It is a very cloudy day, so it's not as bright as it usually is, but this is the best day I have for filming, so this is what we're going to do today. It's not the brightest, it's not the sunniest, but we're working with what we have. Before I show you a pan of how the garden looks this month in August, I'm going to show you the previous months from May, June, and July, how the garden looked when I pan around. Let me give you a quick overview of the backyard. It's essentially a square, y'all, a square. It goes like that. The shed, the back garden bed, which you guys will see, it's brand new. I'm starting to develop that one. It was all grass back there. And then we have over there to the left, which was all grass as well. That's the vegetable and the food area, vegetable garden bed. And then we come back to this side, more flowers, and then back to here where I am. So this is the quick pan of how it looks in June. One major difference is the shed is a different color. Painted it black. Another major difference is I mulched all around. There is black mulch. That's where I was standing by the gate. And that's it. That's the quickest span of the garden in June. This is a broad overview of what the backyard looks like in July. And then we're going to go in details about each plant. Now that you've seen how the garden looked those 3 months, let me give you a quick pan of how the garden looks now in August. Same spot. And the sun is finally coming out. Not much difference, not much difference. My grass still looks like crap right here, but it's all right. The grass looks like trash right here, but it's all right. Down there, the raised bed garden, it is overflowing with abundance. Look at all the veggies. Look at all of that. Over. And that's it. I bought this property. All of this was grass. So the grass extended all the way to the fence line. And over time, like I said, with cardboard and a lot of mulch, a lot of free plants and clearance plants, this is what we've gotten so far. Have a butterfly bush right here. It's getting ready to flower. Have a peony right here that is going to flower in the spring. Some hostas. And I have a lot of these around the garden. I have them in black and white. And this is to protect the garden from the rabbits. Because if y'all don't know, I have lots of rabbits in my yard. Well, in this neighborhood, we have lots of rabbits. And they will devour everything if you don't cover it. I have a lavender, English lavender. It doesn't look that good. For some reason, the only lavender plants that really survive in this garden is a type of lavender called phenomenal lavender. Only the phenomenal lavender seems to thrive in my garden. All other lavenders that I plant, not that much. These are already died back. I need to trim them and separate them. These are like purple irises that bloomed in the spring. We have another mini butterfly bush right here. Got it on clearance. It looks like it's struggling. I don't know. This is an azalea. It blooms in the spring, so nothing right now. In the pot, we have some calendula. Or is it calendula? Calendula. Wait if you want to call it. Wait if I want name back here. So, I don't know if I calendula or calendula. And we have some rows of Sharon trees. My plan is to line the whole entire back fence all the way down with rows of Sharon trees. I think it'll be so cute. The only issue is it's under a lot of trees, as you can see, so it doesn't get that much sun, so they don't bloom as profusely as if they were in full sun, but it's a plan. Black-eyed Susans. This plant right here, I have a love-hate relationship with Shasta daisies or amazing daisies. Like, I love the way they look, but for some reason in my garden, they just don't thrive. I don't know what it is. I think I might move it and put it somewhere else. But this is how it's supposed to look in the picture. This is what the picture looks like. That's what I'm supposed to be getting. And and the deadheading, I don't know, I might move this. It's not doing it for me. It's not. My yarrow was flowering, but not anymore. Like I said, over here it gets partial sun. But this was the color of the yarrow. I have another one I'll show you better. Look at this. Oh, this plant, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's just so soft and fluffy. This is, I think, Silver Mound Artemisia. Beautiful and fluffy. I love the way it feels. Going down here, this yellow flower was a gift from the neighbor, and I can't wait for it to spread. I believe he said it's called a cup flower, cup. I cannot wait for it to spread more all in the back. It's leaning towards this side because it's leaning towards the sun. Like I said, it's partial shade over here. But I can't wait for it to spread more. Can you just imagine it? Just picture it. Imagine the yellow plant with the black pole and the white bird feeder, rocking bench chair. Magical. Pure magic. This garden is pure magic. You can't tell me otherwise. Hostas. This is a wine and roses weigelia. It blooms in the spring, so nothing right now. A lot of these, to be honest, they are not blooming right now. Some of them I recently got them on clearance, so they're recently planted. But just wait until next year. Just wait until next year. They're just resting right now. They're getting ready. They're getting ready to perform. Okay, they're gonna show out next year. But in the meantime, though, what is showing out right now is this Rose of Sharon right here. See, this is the white one. I have white and purple ones and some pink ones. These are showing out. And I want them to continue to line the back. Also, my hydrangea showing out also. It's gonna get bigger. Just wait. It's not that big right now, but just give her a minute. She's gonna get bigger. Big Mama always shows out. You guys know this hosta. You guys love this hosta from previous videos. She is showing out. She's doing her big one. She's flowered. She's going to be dying back soon, but this is my big hosta. But when I bought the house, this hosta was already part of the house. It came with the house. And she just shows out every single year. Something is eating the leaves though, as usual, but it's okay. She shows out. Another hydrangea, not blooming. Hopefully next year. I actually planted carrots in this. I don't think they did that well over here. I don't think this is the best spot to plant carrots, to be honest. But I tried and I learned. So I'll put something else over here next year. I thought carrots would have been good because it would be protected from the summer heat because it's under the trees. But it's too much under the trees, not enough sun, and it's really not doing the best it can do. But it's all right next year. Over here again, more Rose of Sharon, but these are not blooming, unfortunately. Hopefully it does, because again, they're under the tree. I'm thinking about moving some of them, because I do have a lot, and putting them somewhere else. But my vision, you guys, you know, we have that vision in your head of how you want something to look. I just visualize them just lining the entire back fence. But what's the point if they're not going to bloom? Because they're directly under a tree. But I have the vision, and I'm trying to force the vision to work. Over here has a lot of shady plants, and a lot of them is missing because I had, you can see, this is the remains. This is what I have to go through. I'm sure a lot of other gardeners go through the same thing too, but it was right here. I don't know if it's the rabbits, but not what. Just eating up my plants. Just eating them up. We have a lot of hostas over here because it's directly under the tree. Under here, Jack Frost Brunnera. I have to protect it. Can't even get to enjoy my plants because of these rabbits. I still have lots of planting area, as you guys can see. Lots of spaces to plant more and continue to develop my garden. Now let's shift on over to the back. For those of you that watch my channel regularly, I know you guys are going to realize the raised bed that we recently got for free, this raised bed right here, it's now white. I'm going to explain in upcoming videos. The last time you guys saw it, it was black and white. I will explain. I'm working on a project with this. So if you're my regular viewers, you already know, just ignore this. I mean, don't ignore it, it's there, but just know I will explain in future videos. I'm working on a project with this one. I'm going to design it in a beautiful design. It's in process. Back here, well, back there is a whole bunch of mess. I have to clean up back there, but let's pretend we don't see that. In this pot right here, like I said, ignore all this, just ignore that. In this pot right here are Rose of Sharons, and I'm just trying to propagate them to create my dream border, like I told you guys. Behind that blue pot back there is a crepe myrtle tree. Not blooming yet, but there is a crepe myrtle behind there. In front is a grass, a prairie wind grass. And in this turquoise or aqua, what color that? Whatever color that is, those are more Rose of Sharon trees that I'm propagating. I love Rose of Sharon. It reminds me of Jamaica. I think that's what it is. It reminds me of this Jamaican hibiscus. A hibiscus, we call it. There's a tree that we have in Jamaica that it reminds me of. So I love to see Rose of Sharon. This, big disappointment. This yellow something here. Well, the yellow bed, the yellow bin, not the disappointment. The plants inside, big disappointment. And it's not the plant's fault. It's the animals. This was planted filled with sunflowers. Full up of sunflower, full up. And look there, look. Something just like eat them off, eat it off, and just running wild. Brought the sunflowers. Look, just like look at that. My sunflowers did not stand a chance. Did not stand a chance. These two, somehow they're surviving. I hope they open up. But my sunflowers did not stand a chance. So next year, maybe I'm gonna put zinnias in here because I did plant these zinnias right here, and they're doing good. So maybe I'll just fill this up with zinnias next year and forget the sunflower ideas because very disappointed, very upset. My heart just break. Very upsetting. In this blue pot here is a blueberry. I have an apple tree right here, which has a few apples. We had more, but let's not talk about it. Behind that is another rose of Sharon. And behind that, all the way down there, see if I can get close enough, we have another butterfly bush. I'm not sure if it's purple or pink. I want to say it's pink, but it's struggling. It's struggling. I might move it, but there's a butterfly bush back there. This is a St. John's wort. It's done blooming, but it was beautiful, and the bees loved it. It was so beautiful. The bees them love it, love it, love it, love it. It was beautiful. St. John's wort. Oh my gosh, the bees were all over it, all over it. Got the bird bath, some zinnias that are blooming right around here. We had some dahlias. Look at this one, isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh. Now dahlias, I planted these from bulbs that I purchased from Home Depot. I'm going to dig up the bulb and hopefully they survive next year, but they are beautiful. And as you can see, look at this, look at this. I have to cover all this. All this because of the rabbits. Another lavender plant that's not doing its best. And this is a lamb's ear that is just thriving. I put it there. It was a little itty bitty plant. It's taken off. My sister gave me that. But I have to cover up everything. Like I said, all my plants are in prison. It's like they're in prison because of the rabbits. My poor plant, like they're in lock up in a jail because of the rabbits. Man. Behind the dahlias, we have a hydrangea, a limelight hydrangea. Well, we can't talk. And this is a sand cherry plant. I don't know what it looks like. It hasn't bloomed yet. I got it on clearance last fall, so hopefully it does something. Right in front, we have this beautiful, beautiful peach tree that had peaches on it. The animals, the squirrels and the chipmunks, eat off the peaches. To zero. The last time we did a garden tour video, there was 9 peaches left. 9, because I counted. And now, 0. Not 1 peach. But it's all right. As long as the plant is healthy, the tree look good, that's all I'm worried about. Because next year, I'm going to plan better for them. Eat off a good peach. More rose of Sharon in the back. In this blue pot here, we have a blue crop blueberry that has, that's it. That's all we have. So hopefully I could chase them before the birds get to them. But that's all they produced this year. More black-eyed Susan. This is going to spread more because black-eyed Susans are they're native here in Ohio. In this aqua pot here, we have some zinnias. These are some little baby ones. They're called the Lilliput mix. So they're tiny little, cute little zinnias. Just tiny little things. Beautiful, but tiny. Back there we have a mixture of things here. I don't know the name of all of them. Double play doozy spirea right here. Hopefully it blooms next year. I planted this early spring when I got it on clearance. As you guys can tell, the theme in this garden is clearance, free, or gifted from a friend or a neighbor. That's how we saving money. This is another one of the cup flower plant that I showed you before that a neighbor gifted to me free. And I hope it spreads more back here. Back here, I want a line of that yellow flower just standing out. And we still have, as you guys can see, lots of empty space, empty spots for more plants. Lots of empty space and empty spots for more plants because this is a garden in progress. This big old spread off one will just spread out, just spreading like a vine. I got this from Walmart earlier this spring on clearance also. It is called a Roseanne Cranesbill. I got that on clearance and it's just spreading out, just sprawl out. I like that. Keep doing your thing. Another rose of Sharon back there and a mini cup flower. Like I said, I don't know 100% if these things are called cup flowers, this and that one right there, but the neighbor that I got it from, that's what he told me, so I'm sticking with that. More black-eyed Susan right here. This pot was planted up with gazinias. All of them dead, nyam off, eat up. Think it's the rabbits because they were all coming up and they were fine. And look, all of them gone. All you can see now is the little nubs. This is all that is left. And I want to say it's the rabbits. So, disappointment. Another pot of disappointment. This is a hibiscus flower. I don't think it's getting enough sun also. I might have to move that. And look, you see this? This is what I'm talking about. The animals is just digging holes and burrowing holes to move around the garden. Back here though, in the back garden, this little spot right here, oh, I love it. This spot is coming together nice. Look at the colors, look at the flowers. Eventually, this right here is the inspiration of how I want the rest of all of back there to look. You see, back here, this side is mostly green. It's not that much flowers because a lot of these were recently planted, so they're not blooming. But this side over here, sir, this side turn up. This side is turn up. This side is wow, yes. Look at the colors. We have a big hydrangea. This is the firelight hydrangea. Nice, beautiful. Next to it, we have some black-eyed Susan, the yellow ones. Next to that, we have some purple coneflower or echinacea, whatever you want to call it. All right, look at that. That looked nice. That is a beautiful. Look at the color. Beautiful. In front, this is the yarrow that I had on the other side that's not blooming. But look at this color. It's a seduction yarrow. Look at that. Yellow, red, orange. Nice. Looks like fire. And we have some zinnias. This is my other apple tree that hopefully produces apples next year. Then we have, oh man, I can't remember the name of this, but it's getting ready to bloom. It is getting ready to bloom. What is it called? Oh, I'll put the name on the screen. But I planted so many of them, but only one survived. Once again, the rabbits. Oh, these big giant flowers. I forgot what they're called, but I'll put the name on the screen. When they bloom, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. And we have more dahlias right here in the front. That's getting ready to bloom. Zinnia in the front. Lamb's ear in the front. And another butterfly bush that is purple. And this one is getting ready to flower as well. This was all this is all weed and grass, you guys. But just look at it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful and magical. When I tell you all weeds and grass, and just over time, little by little, a little bit each year, one flower there, two flower there, three flower there. I'm not rushing to do this. I'm trying to save money. I'm taking my time, one flower at a time. These stones right here, all these stones that makes the border, a neighbor was getting rid of stones. And I had to go to their house and lift each one piece at a piece, put it in my car trunk, drive here, unload the car, I have to unload the car, go back and do the process so many times until I got them all here, and then I laid them into this pattern. Brick by brick, stone by stone, plant by plant. It's not a rush, take your time. Build your garden. Build your garden and enjoy the process. You can do it. Build your garden, enjoy the process. Now we're gonna turn over to the raised bed side, which I'm gonna rush through real quick because like I said, I'm going to do a separate video that goes through the raised bed garden in details. This also is another labor of love. Everything here is a labor of love, a slow process. I'm just taking my time, bed by bed, plant by plant, stone by stone. But just running through real quick, some of the things that we're growing. We have raspberries, blackberries, okra, whatever you want to call it. We say okra in Jamaica. We have peas, got some tomatoes back here. We have some corn that is definitely failed. That's the compost area. This first bed right here is filled with mostly tomatoes, other plants as well, but mostly tomatoes. And in the front, we have some snapdragons. Look at them. Look at how beautiful they are. Like they're dying out now, but snapdragons line the path all the way down. Yeah, we have snapdragons lining all the way down in these black pots. Abundance of tomatoes. Look at that. When I tell y'all, plant your seed. If you're interested in starting a garden, plant it. Plant it. Start somewhere. We have onions in here growing too. Good looking onions. Plant your garden. Take your time. Even if you don't have everything right away, plant your garden. We got so many cherry tomatoes. Plant your garden. Plant your peace. This next bed right here is filled with pepper. This is my pepper bed. Once again, as usual, snapdragons in the front. Because you have to, I like to mix the beauty with the vegetables and the plants and the edibles. I like a beautifully aesthetic garden. And it also helps with the pollinators. Look at this. This is a whole tree. Not sure if you can see, but Scotch bonnet pepper. Scotch bonnet pepper galore. We have so many peppers. So many. And as a Jamaican, Scotch bonnet is one of our top favorite peppers. This has Scotch bonnet pepper. It has banana peppers. It has bell peppers. It has jalapeno peppers, serrano peppers. It has eggplant. So many things. Look at this sunflower. It finally opened up and it is glorious. It is tall. It is a yellow sunflower and it has multi-heads. It is gorgeous. When I tell you it's gorgeous, oh my goodness, it just stands out. Look at how tall it is. It just stands out. There's another one in that bed as well. Not as tall, but this one is just a giant. It's tall. Showstopper. It is tall and beautiful. Beautiful. More onions in here and strawberries. My green stalk has lots of herbs. We have callaloo and cucumber and more tomatoes back there. This bed has dahlias, snapdragons in the front, of course. What is name? Squash. Let me show you one of the squashes. Let me show y'all what I'm growing. Look at that. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm out here producing food. Look at that, a whole squash. There's onions also in this bed. Eggplant, they're getting ready to come up. This is eggplant. We have the eggplant flower right here. Eggplant, them soon bust, them soon come true. Eggplant, them soon come. I saw a whole food forest back here. Don't play with me. Don't play with me and my food. I'm growing food for me and my family. Look at that, it's an abundance. Look at this. There's more tomatoes back there, more cucumber back there. It's just amazing, just planting seeds. 90% of this garden was from seed. Buy your seeds. If you can't afford expensive seeds from like the seed shops and stuff and the websites, go to Dollar Tree. You can get 4-pack of seeds for $1. Maybe they might raise the price now. Maybe it's $1.25 or $1.50, but it's still worth it because 1 packet of seeds can last you for years. And then once you grow the plant, you get more seeds from it. infinite, infinite food, infinite. Look at that. Look at beauty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Back here we have pumpkin. The pumpkin just spread out. It's like all in the walkway. Pumpkin. There is a watermelon in here somewhere. I don't know where, but there's a watermelon in here somewhere. We have zinnias. I need to stake this. Look at that beautiful orange color. Beautiful food. Food to eat. More tomatoes back here. More cucumbers. Look, so much food all in the walkway. I keep telling y'all, plant your seed. Start your garden. This last bed over here, of course, more snapdragons. Look, more snapdragons. More tomatoes. This is a cantaloupe back here in here. This plant right here, that's vining, cantaloupe. And this garden, this is all grass. You see the grass right here? It's spread all the way to over here to the fence. And little by little over the years, I put down landscape fabric. You can still see a little bit right here. Landscape fabric. I got my garden beds and I just did my thing little by little, one bed at a time. Matter of fact, let me tell you all a quick story. The way you see the raised bed now, this wasn't how it always was. When I first moved here, I had a different raised bed. Not different, but it was still on this side. But there were different beds that I took my time and I built little by little, right? And I grew food in it. And last year, I think it was October or September, a tree fell right over there. Now you can't see, but I'm pointing right behind me, in front of me. A tree fell and damaged my entire raised bed. When I tell you it crushed my heart, no one got hurt. The house got some damage. It was a huge tree. But my entire raised bed, my original raised bed, it all got damaged. When I tell you I was discouraged, because I put in work to build those raised beds. And I was just discouraged. And I'm like, I just built this. And it got damaged. And I had to start over. So what you're seeing now, all of this behind me here, 99% of it is brand new. Just had to start over. I had to rebuild the raised beds, buy them from Amazon, of course, put them together, put down, just rebuild it, plant all over again, get new seeds. So just do it. And this all happened. This is all from this season. Everything you're seeing behind me, everything is all from this season. Plant your seeds, start your garden. It's just such a beautiful and peaceful process. And I've mentioned this before in other videos. And if you don't know, hey, welcome again. I recently went through a divorce and I did a lot of this during the divorce process. So it healed me. A lot of healing was released in this garden. Gardening works wonders. Plant your seed. This is it for showing you guys the raised bed. I will go in full details in my next video, showing each plant that I'm planting and just more details of the raised bed. We're gonna pass through the gazebo, the swing. Look at these just in the basket. They're just so cheerful. Like seeing stuff like this, literally you guys, this brightens my day. Brightens my day. This is the lavender I was telling you about. This started from a little plant when I first moved here. And this is called phenomenal lavender, and it's just been spreading. It's out of bloom right now because it bloomed so much. So now the blooms are all dried up, and I'm going to try and save as much seeds as I can so that I can plant more of this. But yeah, phenomenal lavender. If you live in Ohio or in Zone 6B and you need a lavender that will last, this one right here has been loving this spot in my garden. My little mint collection. All my peppermint, chocolate mint, apple mint, pineapple mint, ginger mint. This is empty. I recently found this on the curb. I added soil to it. It's empty. I think I'm going to make it into a strawberry tower. And now look at this visual. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Tell me this is not beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at this. In front, look at them. Bright yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors in the garden. Absolutely love it. These are a type of Rudbeckia. Rudbeckia? I see I say it. Rudbeckia? Rudbeckia? Wait, name. A type of it. Rebecca. And just look at the bees on it. The bees love it. I look at the yellow with like that deep burgundy, almost brown center. Oh, these, I cannot wait to fill up the garden with them. I want them to spread like gossip. Spread like gossip throughout the garden. So I will be collecting more of these seeds and sprinkling them all around the garden. This was a Miss Kim lilac. She bloomed in the spring and smelled amazing. Homegirl, it smelled good, 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 good. The place smelled nice. So now she's resting for next spring. This right here, this, I warn this plant every single day. Let me tell you what it is. It is a dark night coreopsis. And what I mean when I say I warn it is I have two of them big, and it's just right now all leaves. It's not blooming. I don't know if it blooms in the fall. I don't know. But from the description of the tag, it says it blooms spring to fall. I'm sorry, that's a lie. It says it blooms summer to fall. It's, my G, it's August. You should have bloomed already. So I'm waiting to see. I say all that to say, if there's no blooms on it by this fall, I'm pulling it. My garden, I'm pulling it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I just will have less of it because it takes up a good space of my garden that I can be using for something else that will perform and show out. So I'm going to pull it, maybe put some in the front of the house, the side of the house, different parts of the house, and not have such a massive section of it where it's just leaves. I mean, I love leaves, but I need you to bloom. I need you to do something. Just big and not do anything. I'm warning you, please bloom. More of this beautiful plant that I want to spread like gossip. Yes. These pots, let's not even talk about them. Let's not even talk about this pot. And that pot is just, They have a, I think this is a limelight tidbit, something like that name, right next to it. Arizona red skies blanket flower, yeah. So I've cut off some of the blooms after they dried up and I just left them right there. I want this to spread too. Beautiful. And the bees, I'm not sure if you can see, but there are little bees all over this one. Not the big bees, the little baby one, them, the little one, them. They are all over this plant. Peony is back there. Iris. Another hoopla. Let me tell you the exact name. This is Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid. It's just beautiful. Look at the visual. Look at it. Look at it. And it's right next to the rain boots that I turned into a planter. And the rain boots have forget-me-nots. So look at the blue with the purple with the yellow. Oh, breathtaking. Breathtaking. We have more calendula back here. They've dried up. This was a clearance plant that I got from Walmart for $5. I'm trying, it's a, that plant, this Ciniforms U. I'm trying to bring it back to life, so wish us luck with that one. Wish us luck. Another peony right there in the front. A rose bush back there that is just not, the rose bush is not rosing right now. Roses stress me out. I don't think I'll ever purchase any more rose bushes because it's just so much work here for me to deadhead them. And then there's a rose sawfly or some kind of animal, something like that would eat up the leaves and then it looks horrible. Then I have to cut it back. Too much work. So I won't be adding any more roses to my garden. Here's the same coreopsis that I told you all about. Coreopsis? What is the name of it? I want to say it is coreopsis, right? No, I was lying. It's not no coreopsis. It's caryopytris. Caryopytris. Oh, I'm a lie. Sorry, it's not coreopsis. That's the name. Caryopytris. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, you guys. So sorry. But once again, it's not doing anything. And it's taking up a lot of the garden space. I need it to do something. Whatever your name, Coreopsis, Capricious, Katrina, Capricious, whatever your name, I need you to bloom. Another hydrangea, big and beautiful and bold and magnificent. And what I do for this hydrangea is I trim the lower branches. I'm trying to grow this one like a tree. So I trim the lower branches. And we are back to the end. Oh, also we have a rose right here. That it's doing something. But once again, look, the leaves are just being eaten by the rose sawfly that we have here. Just eating up the leaves. And then the plant just looks horrible. So I am not adding any more roses to the garden. And we are back where we started. Let me show you guys the side yard really quickly. And then we're done with the garden tour. This is the side yard. Let's start with this hydrangea. This is a quick fire fab hydrangea. Oh, look, it's like turning pink. First it started off this white color, and now it's turning pink. And do we see the bee? Look at the bee just living its best life in there. Beautiful. Absolutely love this hydrangea. Disappointment, like the roses can't live because of the rose sawfly. And then what I have to do is trim it all the way back, and then they do flush out again with a second set of blooms, and then the rose sawfly come back again and do the same thing. More black-eyed Susans. Past my garbage cans. A lavender plant that it's not dead, but it just doesn't really bloom, but it's doing so. It's not dead, so snaps to it for not dying. Hydrangea. In the last garden tour, these were bright and beautiful. Now they're starting to die off, so the color is fading, but they are still gorgeous. But the color is fading to a more dustier color. This is another hydrangea. This is the Summer Crush. It's supposed to be like this vibrant pink, but it is fading. Has some caladiums, pink and green caladium. Another hydrangea. This is Bloomstruck, fading as well. More caladiums, caladium. Another lilac. This is another Miss Kim lilac. It did not bloom this year, but we're gonna hope for next year, because if not, you gotta go. I'm so sorry, you gotta go. You gotta earn your keep in this house. But let's see for next year. I'm letting you be. And over here in the corner, we have another azalea bush and a hosta. And on this heart right here, this heart trellis, we have a clematis. It's not blooming now. This was the color when it bloomed, like a purple, pink, and white. Beautiful. But my hope and my goal is for it to just trail along the heart and bloom, and that would be so beautiful. And that is it. We're back in the backyard. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am so proud of how far the garden has come. I am so proud of the work that I put in. Like, this is my manifestation. This is my abundance. This is my dream come true. And it was just a lot of hard work, and I just love it. I absolutely love the process. I love how it looks, but the process brings me so much joy, you guys. I find so much joy and peace in this garden that I've created. I love sharing it with y'all. I love it. I really do love it. With all that said, thank you for joining me on another garden tour. If you guys want to watch the previous garden tours from March, no, I lied, me into March, I lied, metal. May, June, and July, I will link them for you guys in the description bar. And you can see how my garden has changed over the months. Thank you for watching. And as usual, until my next video, I will talk to you guys in the comment section. Bye.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, 'cause I had something to say, blew everybody away.